Oh crap, what just happened? And the computer beeped. Anyways, hi folks, we're playing Skyrim. Modded heavily. And yeah, we're gonna pick up where we left off. Right at the door, about to leave. We're gonna do a quest. What quest are we gonna do? Oh, hello. Look at those god rays. Oh yeah, quest. What's marked? Kill or capture bandit leader at Valhalla. Okay, find the spear. That one. I'm gonna do that one. Map. Where is that one? Where is it? The hell? I guess we're going to the tower. Cause no prints for so we need to get to Whiterun. That's cool. Pull out the bow, I go invisible. Put it away, I get visible again. That's cool.
Crowds.
Come here, horsey. Let's ride. All the way to the carriage. Wow, that was a long ride. Woo! I'm exhausted. How about you, horsey?
Need a ride?
Yep.
Where do you want to go?
Whiterun.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Roger that.
It's almost getting downright hot now.
Oops. I accidentally hit Alt Tab. Just a second. There's my horse. Alright, let's get on the horse. No. Okay, we gotta go this way. I go invisible, but the horse doesn't. Lol. Get my weapon out. Proper weapon. Oh god. Gotcha. What's that guy doing there? He's got some gold on him. Let's check out the note. I'm close to finding the Imperial Bow of Dismay. I've tracked it down to moldering ruins. It's apparently guarded by a master vampire. Oh, great. Just what we always wanted to take on was a master vampire. Not. The fuck is wrong with that dog? No, which way? Straight. Here, doggy, doggy, doggy. Bye, doggy. Gotcha, doggy. Okay, this is probably it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Got him. Oh, crap. The fuck are you? Who's detected me? Ow. Not nice. I overshot. Ah! The fuck is hitting me? Oh, through the window. That's pretty cool. Looking. Okay, by damage, what's the best arrow? Ebony. blood is really the blood? Come on. Got him. All right, moving on. Okay. List. Okay. Undead flee for 3 seconds. Okay. All right, we completed the task for the excuse me, for the Jarl, and I'm returning shortly, which I'm not. I'm on the wrong scene. Okay. Sure. Giddy up. Friend or foe? Apparently friend. Oh, Nern the route. We gotta do some public service to pick it up. Yep. Too bad we can't bring our horse in there. Still haven't got dragons going on yet. Oh, it's the steward.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Thank you.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with your Vasker, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around your Vasker, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds.
Okay.
Enjoy your visit.
How much money do I have? I'm
Dragon's
13.
Reach.
I don't want to lose all my money yet. Shucks. He doesn't have the dragon stone. But I gave it to him.
Valgruth, my Jarl. Oh, if I may.
What is it?
One of the servants had a wonderful idea. Fireproofing Dragon's Reach. In case of attack by, air.
Damn it, Proventus. I've got war lurking just outside my gates. And this is what you offer me? This? Be gone.
Yes, my lord.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Hmm.
With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the... But our greatest weapon? Courage. For until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters,
I'd like to kill the monsters,
it's
but
the best.
I don't know how to initiate the main quest anymore because of the mods.
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
I will be right back. My beer is empty. It'll only take a second. All right. I've returned.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Let's just buy a
Wonderful.
house.
Here's the key to your new home.
Thank you. Now we have a
Enjoy
home
your
here.
visit to Dragon's Reach.
Divines smile on you, friend.
Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be.
Right. Dragon Rising.
Wait for me. Farengar. Absurd that you can't cook good sweet
Dragons
rolls
inside
in the
nearby.
skeever hole of a city.
You should come too.
A dragon. How
Your
exciting.
Balgruff is
Where was it
waiting.
seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more serious. You, if a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Not now.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work. Son, we'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon.
Okay.
You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here.
Yeah,
And I
surviving
haven't
makes me an
forgotten
expert.
Service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much
Dwarven
like to see this
gauntlets and
dragon.
major smithing
No.
added. And I'm
Can't-
carrying too bloody much now. Thank you very much for that. Ah.
Or to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One
Okay,
last
so I gotta
thing,
walk there slowly
This
to my
isn't a
house.
death or glory mission.
God.
I need to know
Thank you for the gift, Jarl.
Don't worry, my lord.
What do I? What, how much am I over? I'm over by 3. Quest item, okay.
I'm very...
Still over, okay.
I've seen you helping the Jarl. If only all visitors to Whiterun were as noble.
I can go get that stuff later. It should still be there, probably, maybe.
And there it is, friend.
Good to see you.
You're welcome
mercenary
for letting you see me. Come on, lady, let's go.
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the Western Watchtower.
Now we're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Houseguard, how can we fight a dragon?
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you. No.
You should be.
Even if you are my element.
None of us have ever seen a dragon before.
Alright, let's get on our horse and get to the rendezvous location. Which I think is, yep, right there. Actually, let's not leave the horse this close. Here they come.
No signs of any dragon right now. But it sure looks like he's been. I know it looks bad. We've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what to deal.
Here we go.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere.
Oh boy.
Loki and Thor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Hello, save us. It's a dragon.
Where's the dragon? Ow, 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 not nice. I think I hit it. Let's go get closer.
Is it dead?
No, it's dead. Okay. I really didn't even have to do anything. Investigate the dragon. Oh, I'm gonna be so full of stuff when I get done. Because all the dragon bones.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
What do you mean?
The very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim. The Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I think you might be right.
Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irileth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irileth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about.
Uh-huh.
Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them, but I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
Alright guys, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go to Solitude and empty the cargo into the Dragonborn Museum. What the? Oh, that's the... yeah. Yeah, no, we're not going up the mountain yet. We still need a mute pack mule and cannon fodder.
Where do you want to go?
Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ready to go yet?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, there once was a hero named Rex, who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorik's dead.
At least we can get to the gate. It's too bad I don't have a copy of Open Cities. Because that would make this walk a lot better because I could use the horse. Maybe I can... oh, it's too late to sell anything. Probably. Let's check the general store.
If you're heading
Oh,
to the
yep.
palace,
Too late.
you might want to rethink that outfit.
You'd make a better Imperial Ranger than me. I may have charmed the locals, but my fellow soldiers hated my wagging tongue.
Pardon me, but I trust you've been working on your poem on the classical heroes of Skyrim, yes?
Yes, sir, Professor Germain. It's a war epic about Hogue Merkiller's last stand.
I'm sure it will be fine. Just don't be late.
Hey guys. I'm an assassin and I'm mingling and I don't stand out because I'm in a crowd. Yep. Thanks for hiding me. See you later. Oh, I can still jump. Okay, that's good.
A method to your madness, and your madness is the method, and the melody.
I wish only... Huh?
You're in my way, dude.
Oh, yes. I'm the Dean of History and scribe work when I can find some quiet time.
Well, that's interesting. Funny I didn't ask you a question. Or who you were. Almost there. Take my junk. Oh, that was nice. That's nice. That's a weight off my shoulders. How are we doing? We're still overweight though. Let's see if we can disenchant anything. These are pretty valuable to disenchant. First let's check and see if anything we got can go into the collection. Actually, we need to chop some wood because we need wood for some of the replicas. We finally got a woodcutter's axe. Really? Just 2 pieces of wood was all it took? Oy. Alright, that's enough. I don't need to do this. Why am I doing this? Okay. We want to go downstairs and check that we don't have anything worthy to be put in the museum. Wrong door. Where is that place? Oh, right. It's right next to here. Oh, okay. Still sorting. Okay, 3 new displays. Nice. Take these and take them to the cell chest. Any book that I'm carrying that doesn't get auto-sorted is junk. Sell things over here. Okay. Hey, we can move at decent speed now. Nice. Oh. I didn't know that was there. Nice to find money. Alright, those are waitlist cards. I've got multiples of some. Okay, I don't know what the cards are for. Part of a mod, and I'm using a collection. Really ought to do my research on the on what they're used for. Anywho. Now I'd have to figure out which mod it was that made it. How are we doing on weight? Ooh, we're. I need to get rid of some stuff.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Back to the safe house. And to the cell. Actually, yeah, we can't disenchant anything that I want to disenchant. I suppose we could disenchant these and then we could enchant something else later. Level up. Nice. Chain blacksmithing, we can't get that yet. Elven smithing. I don't know which tree I want to go up. Hidden enchantments. Armor plates. Huh. And this is not the one I wanted. I wanted smithing. It is smithing. Okay. Armor padding. Which tree do I want to go? Elven leads to advanced. Leads to glass. Dragon. High yield mining. That would be useful. Orcish. Daedric, yeah. Ebony, yeah. We'll go up this side. Okay, back to Whiterun. Oh, we still didn't get rid of stuff. All we did was just learn an enchantment and destroy one piece. I'm carrying all this stuff that I don't need to be carrying. Sort by damage. Executioner's axe is pretty cool, but it can go in the sell pile. As well as this. Yeah, that's junk. It doesn't do enough damage. Bow of Shadows does more base damage. Dark bow. Yeah. Okay, daggers. Actually, I want to keep that dark bow. It's kind of like, yeah. Kind of cool. Sword. Sword. I like both of these. I like using them both. Actually, no. Does 30. And that does, so that's a total of 40 damage. This does a total of 55. So that's better, so yeah. Okay. How about jewelry and stuff? Yeah, we can sell the circlet. That's pretty cool looking though, that thing. The travel mask. I think I look pretty badass in that. Yeah. Alright, now we get out of here. We're down to 256. Wait. It's way better than where we were at 400.
I found the bone. I brought it to you, but still I am refused. You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
No.
My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
Okay.
Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos. Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. His favor is a powerful, powerful thing, and so very worth any inconveniences. He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry. But I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they could help for such an important matter. He is a great man, but one rarely praised. He rules twin empires that span the length and breadth of our minds. All know him, but few can name him. But
oh, he's a Daedric.
from saying his name. He says it distracts him, and woe to those who draw his ire. But you will know him when you see him. He's the one who made me like this.
Okay.
Until next time.
Yeah. I'll deal with that. I'll take care of that later. Now that I got his hip bone. Palladius's hip bone, that is. Alright, back to Whiterun. I'm gonna grab a beer while we take the cart.
Need a ride?
Yep.
Where do you want to go?
Whiterun.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Roger that.
Oh, steady. When I'm in Whiterun, I always visit the Gilder Green. Never.
Well, that was fast. Alright, let's go talk to the Jarl.
There's a nip in the air.
Already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look.
Let's get this quest, for fuck's sake.
After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Alright.
It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away.
Alright.
We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city.
Yes, she is.
We will be back. This is not over.
You're the best.
In each of us,
Thank you.
the future of Skyrim.
How are we doing on dirt level? Somewhat dirty, that's good.
By Izmir, you did it. You killed the dragon.
Yeah, I totally killed the dragon all by myself. It wasn't the guards that did it. No. Nope. Yeah, Jarl, sorry it took me so long, but I had to make a pit stop at Solitude. You see I was carrying too much stuff. Yeah, sorry about that.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
The watchtower is destroyed, but we killed the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that.
When the dragon died, I absorbed some kind of power from it. Turns out I may be something called Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn?
Just what the men called me.
Not just the men. The Greybeards seem to think the same thing.
Greybeards?
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do the Greybeards want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards.
Yeah, I
Summoning
totally
you to
returned
High
straight
Hrothgar.
away.
This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, Don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue?
Right.
You better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous
Just watch me.
honor. I
may or may not go up there, I don't know.
To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you.
It would be nice if they
Thane of our
didn't
city,
remember that.
Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus.
Items, let's see. Axe of Whiterun. Oh, a great sword of Whiterun. Huh.
Still have a city to defend. Well, well, look who it is. How have you been?
Been fine.
Yes,
Keep safe.
Stop that!
Okay. That's cool. I can still use my offhand.
Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the power of their voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. Wolfhearth was Dragonborn. Talos too, the founder of the Empire. Back in the good old days, in the very oldest tales, back from when there still were dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. In the old tales, Nord heroes would use the power of their voice to shout down the gates of cities and strike down their enemies. But only the Greybeards study the way of the voice anymore. If you can shout, you need to talk to them.
Okay.
They're the masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. They live up on top of the throat of the world. If you're really Dragonborn, they'll want to talk to you. In the old stories, they always summon the Dragonborn for training.
Okay.
Keep safe.
Hey, Lydia. Guess what? You're my new pack mule.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor. A gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are.
Okay.
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
Excellent. Follow me.
Lead the way.
You are the reason we came and did this. Because I lost my other one. She broke. I wondered. Doesn't work in a city, okay.
Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine.
lady soldier, was it? What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Owning a farm does have its advantages.
Well met, traveler.
What quest am I on? Wait, oh, yeah. Find the red guard
Walk
woman.
amongst the guards, but you are Dragonborn. Such a thing. Sure.
Yep.
That's not.
Mind a madness. Gain access. Golden Claw. Bring the claw to Lucan. Lucan. Where's Lucan? No, I said I wasn't going to do any fast traveling except for the carts.
General goods store.
Let's see if we can improve this great sword. Come on, Lydia. You coming? It's snowing. Maybe we should do the Greybeards. I don't know. No. Not yet. Excuse me, I forgot to tell the driver where to go.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Alright.
Quite a day for a trip to Solitude. You ever met...
Nope, never met.
I'm hungry. Can we get some food instead? Father says that she can play with you.
High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head.
Come on, blue butterfly. There we go. So I need to get the golden claw. And then take it where? Oh, back to Riverwood. Okay. Let's check our... Oh, donations. There's money in here. Nice. Excuse me.
I'm bored. Let's play a game.
Can't catch me. Father says I shouldn't play with you anymore.
How about I trade you a song for some fruit? You don't need my fruit. I've heard when you sing, people throw...
Hey! Play tag?
Hello, Solana.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun.
Yep.
How could mere men bring down such a beast?
No mere man. I'm a lizard man.
Need a ride?
Yes, again.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
It's a long way to Whiterun. I mean,
Nice
the
weather
Riverwood
for a
from here.
ride. Hope it lasts.
I guess Lydia wants to exercise and is going to run behind the carriage. Riverwood, here we come. Look out, we're coming. All right.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
All right. Did something happen?
One thing
we did
everyone
have
can agree on.
bit of a
This war is
break-in.
bad for business.
We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh?
Right.
I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
All right, now to wait and steal it back. Lydia?
Still here.
Wait here.
As you wish.
Might as well take some good stuff while I'm here. Oh. Lydia?
Back already?
Yep. Follow
As
me.
you command, my thane.
Didn't want you to see that. That was just an upsetting scene. Let's see. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Well, we are in Riverwood, so we ought to go up to the go up the mountain. Oh yeah, this way I think. Lydia, are you coming? Lydia. There you are. Oh wait. That's not the way to the Greybeards. What's the way to the Greybeards? Oh yeah, you go all the way over here. Okay, we'll go through Helgen. Come here, you little punk. we want to make this turn. What are their lights doing on in Helgen? Huh. Maybe we go around. Probably a better idea. There's probably bandits and such. I'm gonna make this left. Oh, the horse. Come on, Lydia, catch up. Come on, Lydia. There you are.
I'm proud of what we've managed to accomplish.
I'm glad you're proud. You should be. What do we have here? Somebody's shame. Kill her, Lydia. Good job. Let's see what we got. Ooh, a werewolf. Where's the rest of the bodies? Where'd all the bodies go? Oh well.
That's the last of it.
A little house. Alchemist shack. Huh. The rabbits here seem particularly adept at sniffing out potion ingredients. I recently found one nibbling on my thistle plant and managed to capture it. It is my hope that I will be able to train it to lead me to the most bountiful flora. The rabbit, which I have decided to name Thistle, in honor of the carefully cultivated plant it managed to destroy, is showing great promise. It has proven to be tame and even rather intelligent. Getting it to respond to commands, however, can be a bit of a trial. I've resorted to plying it with carrots. Coming to this area was a brilliant decision. The local flora seem to have many useful properties that I've been able to utilize into new potions. Outside, the rich soil has allowed the cutting I've collected to grow into fine and bountiful plants. This afternoon, I think I will journey out for more mushrooms as my current supply is beginning to dwindle. On a personal note, I have moved my alchemy work outside the shack. I find the midday air is a boon to my health as well as inspirational to my work. Alright, we got some new stuff that we need to taste. Oh, that's funny. I have a pet bunny. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, there wasn't anything in there except junk. Alright, back to the road. We got company. Oh, we got a bear. We got a bear. Someone was hung. The hell? Looks like they were ambushed while they slept. We got company, another bear. Where's my horse? New horse equipment available. There's a boat here.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some surprise?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be...
I will BRB because I need to use the bathroom, and yeah, so bear with me. All right, I'm back. Just a second.
Out into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the Greybeards. Not that I'd care to. Being masters of the Thu'um, they could kill you by uttering a single word.
Yeah.
Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be. Climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
Well, I'm sure it does.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Got a text message, gotta deal with it. Alright,
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you.
Never had any
Other than
trolls
that,
up there.
Watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
What a liar.
Be careful up there.
Alright. Let's ride. I like what they've done with the bridge in the mods. Looks pretty. Dead goat. And a bear. Bear cave. Cool. Can't get into it, but that's a nice touch. Who are you?
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Yeah, sure.
I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip need them food or other essentials. But not to make conversation.
Okay.
Until next time.
Come on, Lydia. Oh, come on, Ice Wraith? Really? Oh. Where are you, Lydia? What the bloody hell? Where, there's the bridge. Where are you, Lydia? There you are. It's about time you joined me. Come here, horsey. Let's ride. It's nice that there's new horse equipment available. I don't care. Another one? Pete's sake.
Yeah. No choice.
Thank you for leaving the offering for me, folks. Lydia, you coming? Yeah.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path.
Yep. Everybody says wolves. Nobody mentions freaking trolls.
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries. Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
Got a quick save. Oh, here we go. Where are you, troll? Was the troll modded out? Never actually read this one. Man prevailed, shout. Whoa. The sacrifice manifold. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's no troll.
Make sure to pull your bow all the way back.
Yeah. Thank you, Lydia. Oh, there's the troll. Quick save, because I don't know what to expect anymore. See what this one has to say. Anywho, we're almost there. I like the touch where they had this troll's footsteps. Too bad I missed the target and hit the bush. Alright, we made it to the Greybeards. Lydia, stand here. Wait here.
As you wish, my Thane.
You're welcome.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Quite dirty. Oh, great.
Do not be afraid. Your shout will not harm us.
Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm just getting my charisma cleaning off.
Strike us with the power of your voice.
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
Shout at us. Let us taste of your voice.
Alright. I'll give you my voice.
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Find out what it means to be
We are here
Dragonborn.
to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
Okay, what do you mean I'm not the only
You are not
Dragonborn?
the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
Who are you?
We
What
are
is
the
this place?
Greybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky, and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves.
Ah, very interesting.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny.
What is my destiny?
That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
Okay, I'm ready to
You have
learn.
shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Ro.
Learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Okay.
Force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Okay.
Force Well done. Again. You learn quickly.
Yep.
Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow
In the courtyard.
Master Bori.
Okay. And of course he's going slow. So we go slow too. Not as slow as him, apparently, because we're catching up. Slightly.
See how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wuld, which means whirlwind. Wuld. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thumb.
Okay.
Approach Master Bori and he will gift you the gift of Wuld. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Now, your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Oh, wrong magic. Whirlwind sprint.
It again. Breath and focus. Your quick mastery of a new thum is
astonishing.
I'd
I know.
heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn.
I'm
but
pretty
to
great,
see it
huh?
for myself? No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial.
All right.
Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
All right.
Breath and focus.
All right, Lydia, we're out of here. You coming?
Back already? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
Yes, you will. All right, let's ride. Where are we going? Okay, we need to go to Morthal. Lydia, you need a horse. I'm sorry, but you need a horse, Lydia. Where are you?
I've got your back. How can I argue with that? Gold solves most problems, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't want to deal with this right now.
Is there anything else you need?
When we're in Whiterun, I'll have her buy a horse. The heck? Am I dropping frames? No, I'm not dropping frames, but why is the creator dashboard gets freezing off the video? Huh. Weird. Oh no, it's doing it. It's doing it in multiple places. What the fuck's going on? Hopefully I fixed it. Nope. What the hell? It's not... OBS is not reporting any frame drops. Oh, it's reporting some render lag. Photo lag. Only 0.3%. Shouldn't be as bad as it is. Appearing to be. Wonder what's causing it. Well, shucks. Okay. OBS seems to have caught, I mean the stream seems to have caught up. But what the hell's causing that? Well, the next town we get to, we're gonna pause the game. We're gonna, I guess we're gonna call it because we're having tech issues. Oh, we need to talk to what's his name. That guy, where is he? Okay. There he is. We delivered the supplies.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
Delivered
Quite
the
a
supplies.
climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles. Right then.
Thank you. Yeah, F5 and full save because this is malarkey. I don't know why we're dropping frames. I'm gonna look into it. Oh, there's Nern route nearby. Okay, gotta do the public service of picking that up. Save. And quit to desktop. And I'm gonna look at my settings and see if I can't get this resolved. All right, until next time, have a good night. Bye.